All right, thank you. We are back from lunch. It is still November 28th. And before we get started with our 1:30, I just want to bring up something from the morning. I did find the minutes connected with the library issue that County Attorney Swanson had read between myself and Eric Wilkerson, the superintendent at the school. And we actually did make those decisions on PILT, specifically the library, on September 12th, about 26 days sooner, no, 16 days sooner, and I'm just gonna submit those for the record. So, there you go, Ann. So, Corey Swanson, County Attorney, ongoing county issues, weekly update, and decision.
And I had assumed from reading that the decision had already been made prior to that. So the only issue that is both timely and important is the Galscory lawsuit. And I've spent about 45 minutes on the phone the other day with our outside counsel, Alan McCormick, and he would like to come down and meet with the commissioners prior to things really getting going on this lawsuit. So, he's had some time free up even just in the last week or two due to some other court stuff he's got going on. So, I visited with him before the holiday, and I said I would find out from you if there was a time when we could schedule a meeting where he would come in, first of all, just meet everybody, he wants to get your views on things. Then if we do go into some litigation strategy, then we would need to have a closed door meeting for that. But with that in mind, I had emailed, it was either I think it was even this morning that I was saying, well, I was trying to keep our meeting today so that Wednesday I may be out of town. But if Wednesday is a day that's available for all of you to meet, I'll scrap my trip. And I could see if Alan could come in and meet with us sometime on Wednesday with all of us here. And the reason I say that is because our first response in the lawsuit is due on the 6th of December, which is next week. We can get an extension if we ask the defense, and we may do that. But might be better to kind of get going earlier in terms of overall work and approach on this lawsuit. So that's the question is what does Wednesday look like for commissioners?
You know, we're meeting with those people on those taxes at 12 o'clock.
At 11, we're meeting with Doug and, excuse me, Doug and Debbie at 11. And then at 1:30, we have a meeting with Brooke. So we have some time.
Nick, didn't we decide on 12:30 with Doug and Debbie, but Debbie and Michelle at 11? And
Oh,
then
okay, maybe I messed up.
the Millers at 12?
Yep.
Just wanna make sure I'm
Yeah.
not the one who's.
Nope, so we have, so from 11 to 12, probably 1:30 is taken. But anytime before
What's
that.
about, this shouldn't take long, those taxes, about 12:30. Or how long do you think?
We have
it
a
takes?
12:30 already.
Yeah, we have,
What about before or after? 10
Okay.
o'clock for an hour? How much
Yeah,
time do we need?
I'd say let's plan an hour.
so 10 o'clock.
And if we want to even do a little bit before that, so you have a little comfort, I mean, it's 9:30.
9:30 works for me.
So I'll call him right now, see if that's workable, and then that would, I think, be helpful.
Okay.
Okay. That way we're a little bit ahead rather than a little behind.
You bet.
That would be good for all of us. Okay,
That works.
other than that, there's I understand there's gonna be a ballot from the road department on whether they want to organize, and I have
The 3rd?
when is that? The 3rd of December?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll wait out from that.
So we're looking at, so it's not the 3rd.
Well, the 2nd is this Friday, so
Yep.
it's
So it's, I think it's the 6th.
also the 6th, okay?
Yep. That's when they're going to be casting their votes.
So those are the two things that are in my short term that I'm tracking for civil issues.
Those go to the Department of Admin then when they're voted for the road department,
Yeah, Department of Labor.
Department of Labor?
Yeah.
And then they'll get back to us? Okay.
Anything on next week's agenda that's, concern or anything like that?
There's nothing yet on
On
next
Monday?
week's agenda.
Okay.
So I don't know of anything coming up. We have Michelle at 9. Fuggery,
Yeah,
that's all I know of.
yeah, I don't have, okay, so.
Is that a vibration? I thought it was a cow outside, not working well.
Yeah, I think it is the 6th, that Tuesday. I thought I wrote it down.
I can go look, I have the paper. And then, I'm planning interviews the week of the 19th of December for American Commission. So I'm trying to get that posted. In the process of working on it, Michelle Beebe found an error in the secretary classification, so she sent me an email on that. I believe she said she sent it to you guys as well. Is that
Yeah, I've
curious
seen it.
about?
I have not
Okay.
seen it either.
She sent that to me on, it would have been either Tuesday or Wednesday last week. And so what I ended up sending, she looked at and said it was correct. The secretary, there were several different secretary positions, and a legal secretary, she said they mistakenly put into a different secretary category. She had gone back through the numbers from Mr. Iverson. Is it Mr. Iverson? Larson.
Larson.
Larson's.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get a,
okay, I wasn't sure if, I don't remember if she said she had it or not, but she kind of caught something there and had me change it, or at least it alerted to me as to what was supposed to be done, so. Anyway, so we did get that out Friday, that advertisement, so.
So who is your hiring panel? Do you know yet?
I don't know yet, I'm gonna figure that out pretty quickly, as well as some interview questions. What I've ordinarily done for interviews is it's a mix of just some basic questions, but then I tried it based on the position, tried to do one that's fairly well tailored to give them a chance to show what they know. So for law enforcement interviews, we've done scenarios, basically they'll make up a fake crime, and then they outline their investigation steps and some search warrants and different things that they would do, and worked pretty well. It's kind of a multi-step process. So what we usually do on those is we get who we're gonna interview. We'll email them something a day or two before and say, bring this answer to the interview. And then from there, then we can do a follow-up during the interview, as well as just some generic questions that are not related to that scenario. So that's kind of what I have in mind. I just need to tailor it to the duty positions rather than to a deputy, so.
It would be a good idea to have Brooke there, I would think, so you can get a feel for matchability of the department.
Okay. She's trying to stay out of it, but.
Okay, that's your
Well,
call.
I'll see how that
Here's the
goes,
Bruce.
but obviously, I'd like someone from the sheriff's office in on it, and then I don't know what your guys' schedules look like as far as if Wendy and the commissioners can go. And then, because of the interaction with the courts, I might see somebody from one of the courts.
I mean, I'm free, if you do it on a Monday or Wednesday, or morning, whatever.
Okay, and then we have so Wendy will be down at the end of December. She took some time off last week, to take off some time around Christmas as well, and so some of her vacation and comp time will be drawn down, but we're still gonna have a balance that we're gonna have to pay, and Debbie sent me an email on how that works, so. Okay.
Perfect.
All right, well, I'll let you know, if that's all I had, and I can let you know, this afternoon, whether we can get Alan here on Wednesday.
Perfect.
What was the time, 9:30?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope.
All right,
Thank you.
have fun.
Thank you. Right, anything else for the good of the order?
No.
Okay, we'll ask someone to post our meeting for Wednesday. And with that, we're adjourned at 1:40.
I can post whatever.
Okay,
Soccer's.
Post office, the school, and.
Yeah, I always do the school, yeah.
well,
School, post office, and everything.
I'll get that done really fast, and if you would take one, I can take the other, and then I can ask Michelle to do the courthouse, how's that?
That works.
Okay.
Yep.
All right,
And then, so what about, what do we wanna do? Just the 9 o'clock meeting on Monday?
I have a feeling that